Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, and Argentina. And one of the really well-known places you might know about Inca Empire is Machu Picchu. And so the main creation myth is Viracocha and the coming of the Incas. So the main god, it's like a polytheistic culture, so there's multiple gods, but the main god is Viracocha. And it's Viracocha Pacha Yachi, which means creator of all things. And basically, just like the Bible and many other stories, there was nothing, it was darkness. Then he made like the stars, then he made like the moon into his wife, something like that is what I read. And then after he made the earth, he made man out of his own image out of rock, like the Bible, and out of clay or dirt. But also he made a race of giants, is what it said, and they like painted and sculpted the earth. And so that basic creation part is much like Genesis in the way that first there was darkness and then there was light, and then he made the earth, and then humans out of his own image. So yeah, he made man out of his own image of the race of giants, and he warned the people, who of course, like since way back in the day, they only knew of South America as their whole world, but he warned them to not forget who created them, and just to remember their God. And eventually, they did forget, and they did not continue to pray to him and stuff. And so, eventually, like in the Bible, there was a big old flood, and it's called Unyu Pachapuri, which means water that overturns the land. And it rained for 60 days and nights. But unlike other creation myths and floods in those myths, it rained instead of just like the water erupting from the earth. And some variations of the story say that like nobody survives, but some of them say that there were like a couple that survived. And then that like after the flood, in the variations where no one survived, they just created man again and started over from scratch. And so I didn't see what in the variations where people lived. I didn't see if there was an ark or not, but there was no main story of an ark or any Noah-like figure that saved them or told the others to get on the ark. And the water did not come from the ground, like I said. But like both Gilgamesh and Genesis, there was a huge flood that destroyed almost everybody or everyone. I also read another tale called The Shepherd and the Daughter of the Sun. Basically what it was kind of like the Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve. But what it was a llama shepherd. And he was just like an innocent boy herding his llamas. And he was like taking a nap one day, and these daughters of the sun is what they call them, which also means that they were likely royalty, because the rulers, the kings and emperors and stuff were considered daughters of, or sons and offspring of Viracocha, the main god. So they were considered like offspring of the sun. And so they came to him, and basically one of the daughters like fell in love with him, and he was wearing like cool jewelry and stuff. She was like, "It's pretty cool." So, but they like lived in a really strict home, their palace. And so when they returned, the girl couldn't stop thinking about the llama shepherd boy. And the next day she returned, and the boy started thinking about the girl. He was so sad, he took a nap under this blanket, and then she returned and was looking for the boy, and the mom was like, oh, he's just sleeping. And so she saw the blanket, and this is where it gets kind of weird, because she took the blanket home with her so she could think about the boy, but then somehow, like, the boy was like hidden within the blanket or something, and so she like snuck it past the guards, or well, I guess it wasn't really sleeping because they didn't notice, but so she basically took him to her house, and they like fell in love and kind of lost their innocence from that. And then the next morning, they or later that day or whatever, they ran away because they were being chased by the guards. And they ran to the forest and went in a cave and did some other stuff. And then the next morning, the sun came up and they woke up, and it said the girl took off her shoe or something weird like that, and then they turned to stone. And they said that it's apparently it's like there's a statue of this somewhere in South America. Also have a video about the creation of it.
Is there not any sound?
There is you can go back and then back forward, straight.
Called Viracocha. As the Inca left no written record, we know their gods as we know much of Indian life from chronicles of the Spaniards. Pedro de Cieza de Leon arrived in 1535.
I think it started
The Indians say that for many days the world was in darkness.
Start over.
The Inca and their ancestors stood in awe of the power of nature. In addition to Inti, the sun god, they worshipped the mountains, the earth, thunder, and the moon. They expanded their pantheon with each new people they conquered, incorporating new idols and spirits as their own. But all people of the region agreed on one universal creator called Viracocha. As the Inca left no written record, we know their gods as we know much of Indian life from chronicles of the Spaniards. Pedro de Cieza de Leon arrived in 1535. The Indians say that for many days the world was in darkness, and then they have emerged from the island of Titicaca, the sun in its splendor, at which all rejoiced. And there came a man, large of stature, who had great powers. They called him Father of the Sun. Just as Viracocha was the father of the sun, so each Inca leader was the son of the sun. And
so yeah, basically, your coach is the main god. He created other gods and the sun, and the moon, and all that. And in a lot of ways, it is very similar to the creation story of the Bible. Except, and that's about it.
All right.